Fish on. Fish on. Holy shit, it's a big one.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Single Hook Hogs Fishing, keeping you ready and motivated for trout fishing in Pennsylvania and the surrounding areas. I'm Corporal Hood. We hope y'all have been enjoying the channel. As you know, we have hit 500 subscribers, so we officially opened up the raffle for that beautiful 4-inch Chad Powell bird knife. Take a look at that thing, baby. Absolutely beautiful. We did a video on that. We'll post the link below. Pretty simple. One-time order for 25 shirts. You buy a shirt, you're automatically entered to win that knife for free. But that's not really what we want to talk about today. As you know, in Pennsylvania, we fish 4 seasons and we target trout 4 seasons here on Single Hook Hogs Fishing. Today we want to talk about one of the most important pieces of gear for fishing that sometimes might be overlooked, and that is your feet. As Marines, we got to take care of our feet. And one of the pieces of gear that we have come to know and love is the mud boot, or commonly known as the Muck boot. But Muck's only one brand. Croix makes them, Cabela's makes them, and even now, Corkers makes them, which we'll get into later. But as you see in that video earlier, we were wearing those Muck Master Pros, and what we're going to talk about today is 2 products, one by Muck and the other by Corkers. Somewhat of a comparison, but we're not really going to do anything negative because there's not too many negatives on either of these boots. So we're going to kick into gear. We're going to start off that Muck Master by Muck. Now before we kick it off, we just want to let you know both of these boots are an all-season boot. Neither of them are an Arctic level boot, so same category, fish 4 seasons here. Me personally, I like to have a lighter boot. You can wear an extra sock, but both of these boots at that regular 0-degree level will get you through all 4 seasons here in Pennsylvania. You go out to some crazy parts of the world, you might want to get a little warmer boot, but for what we do here in PA and the surrounding areas, this is the level I like to be at. That 0-degree temperature rating versus that -60, -20, that next step up. So starting off, we got that Muck Master right here, and as you can see, this is a solid boot. This thing is worn. We've had this boot for 2 years, and it's got that nice reinforced rubber all the way up, 3/4 of the way to the boot right there. And if you go ahead and you look at all the seams on the boot, they all held up. No peeling, none of the glues peeling, nothing like that. Bottom held up real nice. There's some wear, but we've been wearing these for 2 years, right? The only problem we had is down inside. If you can see, there's that seam that runs all the way down, and back down here in the heel, it's worn out. So there's like a big hole right there. And that's why we ended up getting a new pair. But after 2 years, that's not really that big of a deal because we have fished these heavy. And actually, there is a little bit right there, but that's it. Regarding this boot, very, very comfortable to wear. Slips on really easy, just like any other muck boot. Absolutely love the higher support, but you do get some restricted motion around the ankle. Long days, you might get a little rub in the front right about here, but nothing that ever really bothered me, and I have almost zero complaints about this boot. I wish the heel wouldn't have worn out. Other than that, these boots are still in good shape. I put some moleskin in there a couple times, but after a while, it just keeps rubbing out. So we went ahead and ordered a replacement. And as y'all know, you see us on the stream every day. You see us in our waders. We run Corkers. And it just so happens this year, Corkers came out with a product that's very similar, another mud boot. It's called the Neo Storm and the Neo Storm Arctic. Once again, the version we got was that regular Neo Storm. Check it out, we'll take a look. Here it is. This is the Corkers Neo Storm. This is not their Arctic rated boot, but this thing's rated to 0 degrees. And I gotta be honest, the reason we went with Corkers this time was simply to try it out because we knew we could go back to that muck boot if we wanted to. But what we really liked about the Corkers was we already had all the interchangeable soles for a wader boot, and they're the same size as the wader boot. So that was really, really interesting, and we wanted to try that out. As you can see, just like the Corkers, they come right off, slip right off, and you can swap them out, no problems. Get that back on there. Dang. See, that's good. Oh man, I'm all dirty. See, that's good that it don't come on and off real easy though. Got that dirt everywhere. Everywhere. That was a really cool feature, really interesting. Another feature on these that the muck boot doesn't have, but one of the muck boots does have an option. Nice flap, you got a bigger leg, it's adjustable. But you might see they're a lot more flimsy. They still have the rubber coming about halfway, a third of the way up. Really, really nice boot. When we first pulled this thing out of the box, gotta be honest with you, we weren't too impressed. Kinda had some doubts. It's really light, it's a lot lighter than the muck boot. We didn't think it was gonna be 1 as warm, 2 as durable, or 3 as comfortable. However, once we got these things on the water, it's a whole nother world. Super lightweight, super flexible, a lot more comfortable than the muck boot. The insole on these is a lot more like a sneaker. It's very formed, very fitting, much more support in this Corker than there are in that muck boot. The other thing we really, really like about this Corker, we already kind of mentioned, is the weight. This Neo Storm, I don't know if it is lighter, but it definitely feels lighter on your foot, and you got a lot more flex, and there's nice reinforcement on the heel, good protection on the toe. You're not really missing anything, and it comes back around the ankle here a little bit too, so you're not getting quite as much support, but at the same time, you're getting a lot more flexibility and a lot more agility on the stream. So taking care of your feet is very important, and that can make or break the difference of a good day on the water. You could have 100 fish all ready to bite, but if you're walking on rocks and you're having a really bad day and you're really uncomfortable and your feet fail you or your footwear fails you, well, that's pretty much going to be the end of your day, unless it's the middle of summer, you want to go barefoot. But anyway, half of the year out here in PA, you do need something on your feet, but these are great to just throw in your truck. Love the mud boot. You know, on those days you really don't have the tolerance to get into the waders, or a lot of places, you might as well just bank fish, because I know a couple creeks I fish, you can't really wade anyway, so you might as well bank fish. And they're just a good thing to have in your truck or your car every day, rain, sleet, snow, whatever. Both of these boots are about entry mid-range price you're going to get with this category of boots. Some lacrosse boots, Cabela's boots go for up over $300, and these are both under $200. That's a pretty decent price for this level of boot, and that is the boot that will take you all 4 seasons. So once again today, a little quick side-by-side for that Muck Master. Right there it is. And that Corkers Neo Storm. Either one of those choices, y'all won't be disappointed. Hopefully, those Corkers hold up just as long as those muck boots, because we fished those muck boots for about 2 years heavy, and they have held up. So that's the only determining factor that we're unsure of yet about these Corkers. But so far, very impressed with these Corkers, and I guess you could say these Muck Masters have been tested and proven. Don't forget to check out Hofmann's lures, www.hli.fish. We love them, not only because they love us, but because they catch fish, y'all. Since 1952, all American made, www.hli.fish. Home of that frizz spoon, which caught half of those fish y'all just saw, and home of that mite, which you've seen a lot as well. Stay motivated, y'all. Keep it tight. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Follow us on that Facebook channel, Single Hook Hogs Fishing. And we'll catch you next time with some rainbows, baby. Single Hook Hogs out.